Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, so let's take a look again on the euro currency as usual, because recently on the daily chart a retracement that we have discussed in the weekly report has become a bit deeper. It's mostly on announcement of the new record high of the cases, an Omicron case in the United States, which is 1.35 million, which is the absolute record. It's hitting previous all-time record, so this was some concern around spreading of the infection, and demand for the United States dollar hasn't jumped in a moment, but recently after that it was played back and euro was able to reestablish the bullish trend. Here is forming new bullish grabber on the daily chart, which is actually stands in a row with our trading plan that within the short-term period market is able to show a bit deeper action to the upside. Now we're still watching for the same OP target. So we're coming to rising volatility period, since we will get tomorrow and the next day inflation data. This will be CPI, PPI numbers, and then we also will get the retail sales, which will be very important, as you know, retail sales actually 70% of the gross domestic product United States, and it is using widely for building a regression model, because retail sales are published monthly, while the gross domestic product published quarterly. So in using the month by month retail sales lets you to approximately estimate the value of the gross domestic product, which gives you some advantage in the moment of the release. So also guys, today all eyes will be on the speech of the Jerome Powell in the Senate of its reappointment, but not the reappointment stands in focus, but what Jerome Powell will tell about the inflation. And as it is suggested, he should tell something about the Omicron impact, because recent data that we've got, it was only for the December, while the Omicron impact has started a bit later. And currently, well, traders in general hope that he will shed some light on the impact and how in general Fed treats the hazard of the Omicron spreading. So that could give a bit more light on perspective of the Fed action in interest rates change. So as you can see on the daily chart of the euro currency, in general market keeps and holds the bullish tendency. Our short-term context remains bullish. Also, we have a few things to take a look at dollar index as well, so a bit later I will show you. Now, on the 4-hour time frame chart, in general, the shape of the butterfly that we discussed previously stands the same. So you could use it as a butterfly. Here I just keep the extension. It's 114.17, that mostly stands in the same area as the daily OP. This agrees with the same level. Grabber suggests that market should take it out of the previous stops right here. So it's really big chances that we'll get upward action. So for a position taken, if you have taken position yesterday, that's great. So with stops below this area. If you do not have it and you would like to buy your, in fact, all you need is just to focus on the most recent upward swing and use the fib levels from this most recent action. You do not need to rely in general on the high time frames, because the major retracement is done and market has to start upward continuation if it's indeed bullish. So besides the right on the bottom, you could see this big bullish engulfing type of action. It's forming morning star. So on the high time frames it looks like the engulfing. So from that standpoint, it also will be enough just to trying to catch minor pullback. That will be a validation point for current environment, and then see what will happen. So we do not need to use something else, some big swings here, big levels. Only thing that you need here is just this most recent upward action to take the position. So whether you will take it right by market or you will wait for some pullback, this is mostly technical question you could solve it by yourself, but in general that's an invalidation point, currently the new invalidation point, and we're just watching what will happen, because everything, all bullish preparation already is done. Market has formed 2 grabbers showing trend bullish. In general stands well above the major support of the 12750 area. So here is euro currency skipping the bullish context here. We can't add something else here. So at the same time, if you will take a look at the dollar index, here's the important detail exists. First of all, on the daily chart, we have the same grabbers, as you could see. The bearish grabbers here, and yesterday as well, another grabber has been formed, and suggests taking out to the stop. And in general, this is support to our view that we have on the euro currency. Additionally, on the 10-year yield, as we said on the butterfly, markets that show some reaction, which is also will be supportive to the euro currency as dollar will become a bit weaker based on the retracement of the interest rates. It's this common thing. But another thing that I would like to show you guys is probably, this might be interesting, on the weekly chart. We do not have it on the euro, but if you'll take a look at the dollar index here, we have the bullish grabber. And it's still valid. If it will not be erased by the action on this week, the market will drop below it. That will resolve the problem. But if not, and grabber will remain, it suggests taking out of the stop, and it means further reversal is on the euro currency to the downside again, is on the dollar index to the upside again. So that's the points that we need to keep an eye on. In general, it agrees with our longer term views. We suggest that dollar should keep the domination on the financial markets in the coming year, in this year actually. That's why we will see what will happen. Maybe release of the important data will clarify the situation. So that's actually all that I would like to show you today on the euro currency. Let's keep watching. Keep an eye on Jerome Powell speech today, and let's see how the data release will make impact on price shape.